All right, guys, stimulus checks are included. Second stimulus check update plus emergency stimulus package. What is going on, you guys? It's Ron here with your second stimulus check update and second stimulus package update. I hope you guys are doing very well today on this Thursday, December 17th stimulus check update. And it's official, you guys. They're really going to be adding these stimulus checks into this new package. Where it's coming from, whether it's $600 or it's $1,200, definitely keep watching to find out. And I'll also be talking about what you can probably expect for yourself and for your family with the new stimulus package and stimulus checks. I'm also pretty excited about the mother load of rental assistance I found for you guys, so make sure you guys stay exactly where you are. I can't wait to share these details with you guys in today's update, so definitely stick around until the end of this video so that you don't miss any of these details. Plus, some of you may actually be receiving local and perhaps federal government checks in your stocking before this holiday season. Of course, I'll give you guys all the details in this video, but first, I want to say welcome back to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys, and for those who are brand new to the channel, my name is Ron. We cover all things personal finance, investing, how to generate multiple streams of income, and of course, stimulus checks and stimulus package updates. So if you have not already, definitely subscribe to the channel and tap the notification button so that you know as soon as I release new videos and content. And with the holiday season right around the corner, definitely hit the link in the description down below so that you get free access to my Financial Freedom movie, where I share all my credit hacks, credit secrets, investing strategies, and tips so that you can actually become debt-free and retire early. Definitely check that out. But otherwise, let's jump into the content. Well, it's definitely confirmed, guys. Stimulus checks are officially in. Congressional leaders are only a few days from finally settling the roughly $900 billion economic relief package that will include a second round of stimulus checks, and hopefully by the end of this week. After the evening meeting of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, the big four leaders last Tuesday, top Democrats and Republicans seemed confident that a deal is finally in sight. In fact, McConnell said in a floor speech on Wednesday morning that Hill leaders have made major headway toward hammering out a targeted pandemic relief package that would pass both chambers with bipartisan majorities. We agreed we will not leave town until we've made law. Once it is finalized, leadership with both parties will have to brief the rank and file to sell them on the agreement and then move as quickly as possible to hold a vote in both the Congress and the Senate. On a conference call on Wednesday, McConnell suggested that the part of the voting process could slip into the weekend, so he prepared his members to be ready for that possibility. And to come up with the money, it looks like they're scraping together, or at least putting off for another time, the bipartisan state and local government and Small Business Protection Act of 2020, the $160 billion bill that includes the most controversial parts that the two parties have been disagreeing with for months now, additional funding for state and local governments, and liability protection. They're now planning to reallocate the $160 billion in order to create somewhere between $600 and $700 stimulus checks for the American people. This is on top of the bipartisan Emergency COVID Relief Act of 2020, the $748 billion bill that includes all enhanced unemployment insurance benefits, meaning an additional $300 per week, an extension of the Small Business Paycheck Protection Program, also known as the PPP, also more money for education and student loan forbearance, and increased funding for vaccine distribution and coronavirus testing. And of course, it's always good news to hear stimulus checks are back on the table, especially when you look just even a couple days back when stimulus checks were nowhere in sight. And even more good news is that we might even see stimulus checks grow as some lawmakers are pushing for even more money. So you've got Senator Bernie Sanders, who has been demanding $1,200 in stimulus checks. He praised the new proposal, but he did say that he would keep demanding more. And in his words, he says, 2 weeks ago, there was virtually no discussion about direct payments, so I'm proud of the progress that we've made. I'm going to continue to fight for more because people are in trouble right now and they need help, but it's a good start. I'm with you on that, Bernie, my man. And fellow stimulus hero Senator Josh Hawley seems to agree with him, as he told reporters yesterday that he would say that that's progress. It's not where he would like to be, though. And I'll totally agree as well. This is definitely progress, but I love the fact that these guys are standing up for the American people. Hey, I think we could possibly see $1,200 stimulus checks maybe in a couple days the way things are going. And there's also talk of increasing the check to $1,200, but at the price of less money for the unemployed. And as Sungmin Kim reported on Twitter, that Bernie and Mnuchin got into a heated exchange on a private Dem call on Wednesday, with Sanders insistent on more generous stimulus checks and Mnuchin staying firm in favor of robust unemployment insurance, according to these sources. Now, because lawmakers are actually trying to move quickly on this bill, Sanders' opposition could be enough to blow up the whole deal. I mean, think about it. He runs the risk of angering members who are trying to rush this into law. And when Bernie Sanders was asked about the exchange, he said that the heat was exactly what I told you. I don't understand how Democrats accepted the $900 billion package. When you had Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin talking about $1.8 trillion and this large heroes bill. This was the House Democrats' more than $3 trillion relief package from the summer. I don't know how the Democrats started accepting a framework of only $900 billion. So basically, Bernie Sanders wants more money, and I kind of agree with him here. And if you take a look back, just before the election, you had President Donald Trump. He offered the Democrats a $1.8 trillion stimulus package. In fact, I think it might have even been closer to $1.9 trillion on that stimulus package. But of course, it was turned down by your favorite person in the world, Nancy Pelosi. And when you ask Pelosi about it now, she answers along the lines that they're more open now that the elections have gone their way. I don't even know what to say to that, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to let me know what you guys think about Nancy Pelosi in the comments. And speaking of unemployment versus stimulus checks, you've got Senator Mark Warner, one of the authors of the original bill. He also voiced his concern about the matter. He said, I don't think that there's very much progressive about the idea that if we're going to try to give checks to the American people who have no economic harm, if you're taking it out of the hide of the people that frankly are unemployed, or you're taking it away from the food banks, you're taking it away from the mental health assistance. I don't think that that's progressive at all. Anyway, let's go back to looking at the bright stimulus field side of things, right? So, if you're wondering about whether or not you're going to get a second stimulus check, more or less, if you received the first one in the first wave, speaking specifically to a lot of you guys who are receiving Social Security, SSI, SSDI, a lot of you guys have asked me in previous videos, you will most likely get one this time around, because for the most part, we haven't seen any language that has been excluding those groups of people. So essentially, SSI, SSDI, you guys received stimulus checks on the first round, so you should also be receiving stimulus checks on the second round. And as a matter of fact, they're actually talking about including more people, like expanding the definition of what, dependents are in order to include kids or adults. So, it's very likely that more people will actually receive stimulus checks this time around. Also, those people who are in prison and, non-citizens, as well as those who have an ITIN number instead of a Social Security number, would also be included this time around based on the wording and the language that we're seeing in this stimulus package. So you could potentially get more money in your pocket from some of the other provisions in the bill, like unemployment insurance benefits, you've got rental assistance, you've got food assistance. There are a number of additional benefits inside this package outside of stimulus checks. So there's a lot of money here. And as soon as these come out, keep an eye out for my video. I will explain to you guys exactly how you can claim your money, and of course, as quickly as possible. Now, looking forward, this coming stimulus check will surely not be the last, as we have more stimulus check opportunities once President Joe Biden is actually inaugurated in January. And if you think about it, that's in just a couple of days already. He's described the $908 billion pandemic relief proposal as just a down payment, and that he expects Congress to approve more stimulus spending in early 2021. So we'll more than likely be seeing something, early January, if not February, coming from his administration. And of course, you guys, I'll be here the entire time waiting for that information to drop. So definitely subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell so that you know as soon as that information comes out. And of course, the end of the year is right around the corner, you guys. I'm looking high and I'm looking low for all sorts of local, state, city, stimulus checks, whether it's countywide stimulus checks, rental assistance. I'm doing my thing over here, and I'm sifting through the comments that you guys are leaving for me with the different opportunities that are popping up left and right. So here's where I'm going to share with you guys the local stimulus, the local opportunities that are taking place. Basically the money that's been left over from the CARES Act is being doled out to the American people. And to be honest with you guys, I think we hit the mother lode with the one that we found today. In my searching for state and local stimulus assistance for you guys, I stumbled across the National Low Income Housing Coalition, who's taken it upon themselves to compile updated information on all of the rental assistance programs that are even out there. I don't know if you guys remember yesterday, I was wishing that there was like some kind of repository that had everything in it, and I might have found it. So all you have to do is go to their website, which of course I will provide a link in the description down below, and check their interactive map for programs that are near you. And as you might imagine, they actually do a pretty good job of keeping it up to date. The last update that I saw on there was December 2nd, so that's not too long ago. And of course, I'll definitely keep you guys updated on all of my personal lists and programs that, I come across myself, or, programs that you guys are sharing with me in the comments. I'll definitely bring those up in the future videos, of course. And aside from that, I also want to recap all the state and local programs, stimulus programs, rental assistance, you name it, from all of my previous videos. I want to just kind of recap those with you guys right now. So you've got Jersey City, you've got California, New York City, Orlando, New Mexico, Rhode Island, Maine, Maryland, Washington, D.C. I swear this list is getting so long now. Nevada, Orange County, Connecticut, Delaware, Houston, Daytona Beach, Minnesota, and Colorado. So of course, if you guys are from any of these areas, definitely check the previous videos where I went through all of the details on these different programs, or you can check the detailed description of each of the videos down below. And of course, if you've got any family or friends in those areas, definitely share this video out, because you never know who you could help. More and more states and local governments have been announcing stimulus to their residents, and I found all of these with you guys' help. So I just want to thank you guys so much for dropping and sharing this information to me in the comments. You never know how helpful this has been. And just think about it, just by you sharing this information, you are literally helping your fellow members of this community. And when I say this community, I'm talking about all of you guys, all of my subscribers. You are literally within my community, and you are being so helpful to one another. So, it's just a really big help. I just want to thank you guys for doing that. So anyway, guys, that is all for this stimulus check update and stimulus package update. The stimulus checks are in this new package. Where the money is actually coming from, whether it's going to be $600 or if it's going to be $1,200 for that stimulus check, definitely keep watching to find out. And of course, I also talked about, what you can probably expect for yourself as well as for your family with the new stimulus package and stimulus checks. And of course, I'm super duper excited about the mother load of rental assistance that I found for you guys. I hope you guys are, using the tools that I'm sharing with you guys. I hope that you guys can definitely benefit from it. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you know as soon as I release new videos and content. And be sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Check out the description. I have a link to the free financial freedom movie where, if you want to enhance your learning on anything from credit, investing, money management, and how to become debt free and literally wake up not owing anything to anyone in the easiest way ever, definitely check out the link in the description down below. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.